Well, this is Guns, Knives, and Tools. And this is going to be me talking to you about where this channel will go given different variables. Because what I would like to be doing is, honestly, I would like to be talking about things like, everyone has a midlife crisis. Some people collect those little toys, those action figures, those things. I bought two swords. Now, I bought these years ago. The reason they're apart right now and why they're on the table is because everything came apart and I had to glue it back and all that other stuff. Because they're inexpensive swords. Now, this is one of those Khashoggi Ninja Toes, which is just from the ninja movies that he did. And when I bought them, this is years ago, they were relatively inexpensive. I think they're $350 a piece now if you buy two, $360 if you buy one. Or I actually don't know what the shipping is with two. Sorry. I didn't do that paperwork. Or I'd like to talk to you about ropes that you can get, and, simple things like Element, which they send me these, and I guess I should be giving them out, because I guess that's what these packs are for. But I haven't. I'm not there yet, Oh, that would be a good scene. Okay. Or even plants. What to do about plants and this, that, or the other. Propagation of plants and everything else. Or just walk outside. And anyone who knows I live on a hill. Which I live, this, there, or the other. It's not a bad scene. Too much light that way. Let's go the other direction. We just corrected. Anyway, so right now I've got to clean all of the leaves off. I'll use a blower to do that. Now, while we're looking at this very nice, peaceful scene, let's talk about why I'm back on YouTube. Why I'm back on YouTube is because my father passed. And of course, I live by the airport. Anyway, so yeah, it would seem as though I live out in the middle of nowhere. I really don't. I live too much in the middle of everything. Anyway, my father passed. And for me to talk about things that I find interesting and relevant and all of these things, I have to keep this channel small, which means I have to deal with the algorithm. And have I spent a lot of time figuring out what to do and what not to do? No. But I have pretty much figured out what to do to make the algorithm drop my videos. Babe, I love you. You're snuggly. You're a good girl. I hear you. I'm out here talking. Or I'd like to be talking to you about things like when you could buy them. Solo grills, not a stove. And you used to be able to pick this pack up for $180 when they closed them out. And it's a $600 grill. And if you like to cook on charcoal, it's a really, really, really fun way to cook. Now, you have to know a little bit about cooking to do it, because it's hard to adjust the temperature, because the only way you have to adjust the temperature is the airflow here. But this is what I would like to be doing. They had this on the Amazon discount site, whatever the hell that is. That is one of their things where they do these flash sales. And these with tongs and a cover and this, that, or the other were all on sale for, $100 and how much was it? $189? No, Yeah, $189, I think, is about what it came out to with tax and everything. It was less than that, but there was tax involved. Blah, blah, blah. And, but anyway, that's what I would like to be doing. Because for that amount of money, that is a hell of a value. As opposed to, you know, why someone thought they were going to sell that for $600, I really don't know, but let's just, whatever. Anyway, so the channel is going to have to remain small, or I'm going to nuke it. And anyone who's watched my channels for very long knows that I will do that. I started posting about bicycles. Things started to become popular. Yeah, time to pull things back a little bit. Because for me to really talk about the things that I want to talk about and do it in a way in which is relevant, I need, you know, I'll take what Lewis Black used to say. Lewis Black goes, you know, we're here, we're in an auditorium, this, there, the other, da, 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 da. There's no need to bring your friends. There's no need to do this, there, or the other. You can like the videos. That's perfect. And you can give them a thumbs up and whatever else and everything else. But I can nuke the channel. And I've tried to make things as complicated as I possibly could for the algorithm as far as Guns, Knives, Tools, Guns, Knives, Watches, everything else. And in the paperwork on the back side of it, babe, I love. She's got, I love. Anyway, it's a beautiful day. She's enjoying her time out. So that's kind of the point. That's kind of like with the, I'll give you an example of that. The Myanmar tragedy that will happen eventually, based just on probability. It's based on nothing more than that. And the only reason that anyone ever came up with that idea or that concept was simply after the tsunami. Let's see if I can get this view a little bit better. Hey, babe, I love. I swear to God. Woo! Wow, phone does that. Cool. Anyway. So, oh, one thing about Element. It's sodium. Like, it's a lot of sodium. Like, if you have high blood pressure, I think your doctor would not want you taking the amount of sodium I take. And I'm in my middle 50s. So, my blood pressure is great. And so I kind of just, you know, but I think everybody in their middle 50s, their blood pressure is good. So, rock and roll. If they've had any amount of activity in their life. I gotta get rid of some of these trees though. And some of these trees are like, wow, man, dude. Anyway. So. But that's the point. There's some people that watch my videos just to see where I'm at emotionally, which is impossible to do. Because Guns, Knives, and Watches is a character. Now. Which actually takes a lot of time. And it's hard on my throat, by the way. Anyway. That's where the channel's going. I'm going to start talking about more about, yeah, in China, who knew the fact that the demographic collapse was happening within China to such an extent based on their numbers. Chinese lie, well, what shocker about their numbers. And then, so the stress on the Chinese system was going to come from an external force. Unfortunately, what happened was The external force, of course, hasn't happened yet because of just statistics and odds. I mean, what's the likelihood of a typhoon coming in during high tide, killing millions and millions of people, displacing tens of millions of people, and causing stress on China? Who knew that they would have double the amount of housing that they need for their population, and they would be suffering from total demographic collapse? So that's actually where this channel's going. It's going to go back to making the videos from the last channel, because people who maybe watch this channel don't realize there was a previous channel, and that previous channel had a lot of subscribers, and I got rid of every one of them and created a new channel from scratch, and then made sure that that channel didn't go down the same path. I didn't have that many subscribers, but I was making pretty good money out of it, and this, there, or the other. And the problem was I was showing a lot of stuff and telling a lot of stuff that probably most people don't want to know, or most people shouldn't know. How about that? It's enough. They know it would be knowing enough to get themselves in trouble. But what we're going to do is we're going to get back to the process of going through the concept of a population graph that I've shown many times, but what I need to do is show you where it was right and where it was wrong, and where it's impossible to know where the peak is or where we are at. Now, I know in America we're suffering from just a lot of things, but it's going to get worse. It doesn't matter who gets elected. It doesn't matter what happens. It's going to get a lot worse. The things you used to be able to buy inexpensively are not going to be as available, and this, there, or the other, and da-da-da-da-da, and that's just the way the system works. For us in America and in Canada and in Central and South America, I believe we have a lot of potential, and I believe that we have the best potential of any one moving forward, no matter what. But, and that's just simply due to, population. It has to do with resources, natural resources. It has to do with ideas, it has to deal with concepts, it has to deal with that kind of stuff. But here's the deal. Because I'm getting old, I can't do guns, knives, watches anymore. It's too damn much. Hey, babe, I love. I know. You're snuggly. You really are. I know. I know. You're a good girl. I love. Anyway, so, wow, I've been rambling for 13 minutes. Okay, well, this is going to take a while to upload. I love. You're a good. Yes, you are. Anyway, y'all have a good one. Get out of this whatever it's worth, which is not much. Have a good one.